Hi there, today I am going to be doing a gluten-free bread recipe that I found on the BBC Food website. Reason being that I've recently been found out that I'm gluten intolerant, so I just wanted to make this recipe to show you how it's done. Before we start, set the oven to 180 degrees. That's degrees centigrade, or that's 135 Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. First of all, if you're using the cherries, you would wash and dry the cherries, quarter them and mix them in with the sultanas. I've got the sultanas ready and you just set them aside to use a bit later. Right, first of all you cream in the butter. I'm actually using dairy-free pure sunflower butter, if you want to call it butter, I don't know. Just because I tried to be dairy-free. Cream that with the sugar, so that's the, how much was it? 110 grams of caster sugar in with 110 grams of butter. Right, and then add the eggs one by one and then beat them well before you add the next one. I've just got some shell in there. Obviously make sure you don't put shell in there. Okay, so it's fully mixed in now. Now add the other one. Okay, and that's about what it should look like. The oven's just come on. Apologise for the noise. Right, and the next part, next thing to do is to mash up the bananas and add them. Here comes the disgusting part, I'm sorry. They do need to be ripe bananas, so just so that they're going to be nice and soft. So if they're starting to speckle and go brown, then that's the stage you want them at. The skin obviously, not the flesh. Okay, and add that to the mix. And this is when the sultanas and cherries go into the mix as well. Just sultanas in my case. I suppose you could add extra sultanas if you don't have the cherries. Sift the rice flour. And that was 175 grams of fine rice flour. Here's the corn flour, 50 grams. Then it's the baking powder. Make sure it's gluten-free. I've got one, I didn't know it was gluten-free, but it says it has rice flour in it, and the allergy advice says no nuts and nothing else. So yeah, if you're not sure, just check the ingredients. There's 2 teaspoons of that. Now I'm using, the next bit to go in is the salt. I'm using Cornish sea salt, which I needed to grind down because it's not the fine one. If you do want, you know, if you don't have a mortar and pestle, then just buy the fine one. But sea salt is best to use. Then we just fold this all together. Like so. Just make sure the flour's mixed in properly. That's how it should be looking at that stage. Now I get my loaf tin. That tin and the greaseproof paper are actually both from Kleeneze. So I'll put the links to buy those down in the description as well. Kleeneze sell the spatulas as well. This isn't actually a Kleeneze spatula, there's a blue and much nicer looking. That needs to go in for an hour and a quarter to an hour and a half. That's how it looks. Oh dear, that's how it looks before it goes in. Sorry. Go in the oven. For an hour and a quarter, yeah, hour and a quarter for now, and then we'll check back later to see if that's been done. See you later. Okay, this is the flour that I used. I put it away before, but yeah, if you're not sure what gluten-free flours to use, this is a good one. It's Stubbs Farm. Gluten-free and wheat-free, it's vegan. Plain white flour blend. And tells you a bit about them just there. Has some recipes on the back. This one has gluten-free pastry, Victoria sponge, chocolate sponge cake, white sauce and apple crumble. And that's the nutritional information and stuff like that, ingredients and that sort of thing. And ingredients, it's a blend of different gluten-free flours, which are rice, potato, tapioca, maize and buckwheat. And hopefully you can see the dietary and allergy stuff as well. Does not contain nuts, milk or soya. So yeah, it's a good one to use if you're needing to go gluten-free. So apparently the cooker alarm didn't go off, but it looks okay anyway. A little bit brown on top, but that's fine. But I'll take it out and see how it looks. Looks fine to me. Yeah, it looks good and cooked. Yeah. Nom nom nom. That is nice. Very nice. So yeah, definitely try this recipe if you need to be gluten-free, or adapt it if you're not. I'm sure it would work either way. Yeah, that's really nice. It does have a good banana-y taste, and the sultanas work well in it as well. And the outside's just gone nice and crispy, it's really nice.